Alright, what's up, guys? So, Netflix is coming out with I believe this is a documentary, and yeah, it's titled American Manhunt, Osama bin Laden. This is the official trailer. Yeah, that's something I think that none of us is never going to forget because I think it's more so talking on, probably is going to, yeah, start off with the, 9/11 attacks. They probably might, have it where there's like a little bit of a backstory that's told before the 9/11 attacks, and then it leads up in, to the moment where Navy SEALs had, got, Osama bin Laden. But yeah, that's the time frame where I remember when I had, because I think I remember I went to Seattle because I live like outside of Seattle, but I remember I think it was maybe a few days after 9/11, or I don't think it was the same day because I think everybody was home that day. But overall though, I do remember the next time I did go to Seattle. Cause I was like 2001. I was a kid, of course, but no, I remember walking around downtown with my mom, and I asked her. I was all like, why am I not in school or something? And I think the one thing I remember her saying was that because there's planes crashing into buildings, and then I remember kind of like looking up at the buildings and stuff. I'm like, all right, I don't see no planes, but yeah, overall though, it's something that I think after that you always have like a different outlook. Cause no, at my old job. So at my old job, there was this building that was next to us that had like this big giant glass like window and stuff. So or it was like multiple windows, but it was just like it wasn't kind of like how like most buildings where it has like maybe some cement or just something that's like separating the windows. It was just like one solid like window and stuff. I think they have it like outlines, but anyways, regardless, like how that window was set up, it had like a direct view of the sky, of course. So our building was like, it was a decent size, but it wasn't that big. Like I don't think it was as big as that glass building, but anyways, there was a time where a plane was flying by. I think it was flying from the other direction, but regardless, it looked like it was flying right into that window. And that's just like that just, I guess, default fear of when you see things like that, immediately you start thinking of 9/11. So I think a lot of us can vouch when it's like you see planes flying, like not like near buildings, but kind of like it might be like, it looks like, I guess just how your vision is set up. It looks like it's flying near that building. Always like have just this like deep in my mind, like, I hope this isn't really happening right now. So yeah, I remember I immediately looked up in things because I was like, no, this isn't happening right now. But yeah, the plane, it flew on by, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, had me shook. So, and I imagine any and everybody that actually did experience 9/11, even if you were just somebody that was watching it from a distance, still, it's one of those things that's like, people are still to this day most likely traumatized by that. So yeah, you probably got people that refuse to be up high in buildings, refuse to fly, all that stuff. But it's like, and that's why you see where airports, they so serious about like with how people be, I guess, like, yeah, carrying on at the airport, and then especially carrying on in the plane. It's like, I ain't trying to have it where my nerves is all shook. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Netflix. But anyways, that was another moment too, that when they informed President Bush about the 9/11 attacks, and he had to keep his cool, because it's like you get people all like their nerves all shot up and things. Yeah, it could be pretty bad. But anyways,
knows who did it, and we'll bring him to justice.
Cofer Black, chief of counterterrorism, said, "If you'll let me do it, I'll have flies walking on their eyeballs in 6 weeks."
That's what I'm talking about.
I was working with a representative from the FAA, trying to track some of the conspirators.
We knew this was Osama bin Laden.
We were going to war.
Yeah, because didn't he send like tapes and things? I think he sent tapes letting people know that, or overall like tapes got put out, letting people know that, yeah, he was behind it and stuff. Wasn't he behind like another attackings at the Twin Towers, or it was like, I think it was in the lower section of it and things. I think that took place in the 90s. It was something back in the 90s where I think he claimed responsibilities for it. Because I think America, we were cool with Osama bin Laden, and then yeah, he just, I don't know the backstory on like how the relationship like got bad, but yeah, I think at one point in time like we were cool with Osama bin Laden, and then yeah, he did what he did.
Out against bin Laden.
فإني أقول للشعب الأمريكي إننا بإذن الله ماضون في قتالكم وسنواصل العمليات الاستشهادية.
You had branches of Al Qaeda everywhere. Bin Laden basically franchised himself.
They had a stronghold in Tora Bora. That's where the intelligence said that they had retreated to.
This is the time to come in with massive force and end this thing.
Bin Laden got away. Every one of them that escaped the country was a potential pilot to fly another airline into a building.
It became obsessive, and yet we were constantly insulted.
How could this guy still be out there?
It had been years since 9/11, and we
it's
had
like, you
nothing.
gotta sit down and think about it. It's like, that's like trying to find Osama bin Laden, and he was hidden out. Like, he could have been hiding out anywhere, especially if they had just said that too, where he had them like Al Qaeda like branches or just overall, yeah, like the terrorist group had them like placed in so many different areas. So he really, the thing is this: when he sent in that tape, he very well could have been on the move right then and there. He's like, okay, I know that they're going to be over here overall trying to track me down and stuff. So it's like they had to catch him by surprise, which is, yeah, you know, overall he met his ultimate fate in 2011. But yeah, it's like, my thing is this: if I do something, I'm not gonna be standing and sitting around all like, oh well, let me go and, you know, just stand here and just wait. Like, nah, I'm gonna be out hiding and things. So yeah, that's something where I'm like, I don't blame anybody, I guess, for what he did, or for, I guess, how they like I said, they had to catch him by surprise and things. So that's not anybody's fault, you know, overall his fault for causing all of this. But anyways.
And then here's this compound. Oh my God, we may have found him. The president said nobody else in our government is to know about this.
My team's going to the most
Yeah,
important
very
mission
well
in
could have
modern
got leaked
history.
out. They could have been right on the run again, and then just never would have caught him.
This is the moment when everything you've planned to get bin Laden is on the line in the next 20 minutes.
And that's when all hell broke loose.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember when they had. Yeah, I'm gonna probably end up watching that on March 10th. But yeah, I remember when they had they even had announced that they had got Osama bin Laden and stuff. So I remember my sister was, because it was me, my sister, and my mom. I think my dad might have been hanging out with his brothers, my uncles. So anyways, no, overall though, I remember that me, my mom, and my sister was home. My sister was, she was laying down in my mom's room, because my mom, she has like a decent sized room to where it's like you can lay down, watch TV and all that stuff. So anyways, I remember me and my mom, we were just downstairs talking. We go back up the stairs and my sister yelled it down saying like, hey, they just killed Osama bin Laden. So I was shocked by it, because I was like, wait a minute, what? And so then we turned on the TV, or TV was already turned on, but I think she might have been watching or like seen it on her phone or something. But regardless, or actually, no, I think that was like some breaking news stuff. Because wasn't it a Sunday? I think it might have been a Sunday when that had happened. I feel like it was a Sunday when that had happened. Hold on for a second. May 1st, 2011. Wasn't it Justice Been Done past Barack Obama announced it. So it was so I think they don't say like what day of the week was May 1st, 11. Sunday, yeah. So I was like, all right. So yeah, I remember, because I think Sundays America's Funniest Videos always come on. So of course I gotta watch my America's Funniest Videos. But I think they did because it's like out here it's channel 4, so it's like that's a news channel. And then they went to, I think they did go to a breaking news thing, and then that's when they were talking on it like, yeah, it's been confirmed, Osama bin Laden, he is dead. And then he was hiding out at this compound, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Whole time I'm over here thinking they never gonna catch that man. But yeah, then they announced it that day, and I was like, wow, that's something that's I might not remember so much about 9/11, but I definitely remember May 1st. I was like, yeah, it was that's just one of those days you can't forget in things, you know, when they announced that on the news. But then from that point on, it was like they were just, you know, talking about it left and right and things. Was that like, I think it was a wrestling pay-per-view too, and I think that's when John Cena, he stood up on like the guardrail thing and announced it and stuff, and of course they went crazy and things. I'm like, dang man, it was like, you know that's big news when they announcing it in the middle of a WWE match and stuff. But I think it might have been after his match, but regardless of the fact, yeah, overall it's something where I'm like, that was just a crazy time period and things, and it always just had people worried that, you know, him being alive, like, what is he gonna do next? So yeah, man, you know, that was a crazy time. That's just, you know, you would think that any other terrorist would have seen that and been all like, fam, you're not safe. We literally had caught he was probably at one point in time the most wanted man in America. So yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, that's just I highly doubt there's any terrorists watching my videos, but in case if you so happily randomly come across my video, yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, I would definitely recommend you stop all that stuff, all right? I know they ain't gonna listen to me. They have their reasons and stuff, but anyways, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't though, go subscribe to Netflix. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.